5 negative effects of porn on your brain, body, relationships, and society. Can you think that pornography negatively impacts you or have negative side effects on your sexual and mental health? The short answer is yes, and the longer answer requires an explanation of decades of studies. So let's see 5 negative effects of porn. Number 1. Porn can negatively impact relationships. According to a study that tracked couples over time, porn consumption was the second strongest indicator that a relationship would suffer. Plus, research consistently shows that porn consumers are twice as likely to later report experiencing a divorce or breakup, even after controlling for marital happiness, sexual satisfaction, and other relevant factors. Number 2. Porn can become habit-forming. Many porn consumers are surprised to find that porn can be incredibly difficult to quit. While most porn consumers are not addicts in a clinically diagnosable sense, many experts agree that pornography consumption is a behavior that can, in fact, qualify as an addiction in serious cases. Number 3. Porn can fuel violence and abuse. So we know that porn glorifies violence, but research also indicates that porn's sexually violent narratives can bleed into consumers' attitudes and behaviors. In fact, research indicates that porn consumers are more likely to sexually objectify and dehumanize others, more likely to express an intent to rape, less likely to intervene during a sexual assault, and more likely to victim-blame survivors of sexual assault, and more likely to support violence against women, more likely to forward sex without consent, and more likely to commit actual acts of sexual violence. Number 4. Porn can change a consumer's brain. Did you know that thanks to a process called neuroplasticity, our brains are constantly changing? When we engage in an activity, particularly a pleasurable activity, and particularly if it involves repetition and intense focus, our brains alter themselves so that they'll be better and more efficient at doing that activity the next time. But this brain process can also be overwhelmed by what's referred to as a supernormal stimulus, an exaggerated form of what's normal. Pornography, for example, can take our brain's natural stimuli, our desire for intimacy and connection, and give us more quantity, more exaggerated, and more supernormal versions of that desire. Number 5. Porn can normalize abuse. According to a study that analyzed porn titles alone, 1 out of every 8 titles suggested to first-time users on porn sites described acts of sexual violence. Research also suggests that as few as 1 in 3 and as many as 9 in 10 porn scenes contain physical violence or aggression. Even more concerning is that 95% of the time, the targets of violence and aggression in porn appear to respond either neutrally or with pleasure, sending the message that sexual aggression is normal or even desirable.